I want to make some kind of a shadow. And by the way, what I'm doing is I'm clicking the line tool that will make the line to create this. And then next thing is to I want to have a paint bucket tool here, and I want to color it black, and I want to have the alpha of it 15%. Okay. Now if I drop the colors, that's the color. So we don't need this line. This line is only for a guide. So if I double click on the line, it will select all the lines in that shape. And I want to press delete. There you go. You have some kind of shadow that we want to have, the effects. Okay. And since it's going, I want to have the similar things on top here. So I'm going to the second one. I will do the same thing. Create a new layer. Have the line tool, and then make a line there. We're gonna have the same color. Okay. Right, so remove this. It's in the inside. Okay. Perfect. So as you can see, it gives you a little bit more volume to the circle. Okay. Now I'll do the same thing to the head. I'll make another. What I'm gonna do is I'm just going to copy this shadow, and I'm going to go to the head symbol, inside the head symbol, and I'll going to paste it, Control V, and then just bring it to the top. There. Now you have 3 separate snowballs. Alright, so as you can see right now, there's 1 layer but 3 symbols. Generally, you don't want to have multiple symbols inside 1 layer, because if you do the animations later on, that will give some complications with the program. So what you want to do is the shortcut keys for this is Command Shift D, and once you do that, it will break all the symbols into separate layers. So now you have all 3 separate layers instead of 1 layer. Okay. Now, next one that we're going to do is to create an eye for the head. Now, this is really good why we want to have our shape in the symbol, right? And this is the reason why, because we want to create all the eyes, the nose, the mouth, the eyebrow, or anything else that you want to add on inside this symbol here, right? Inside the head symbol, instead of and if we don't duplicate the symbol, right, anything that you created inside this head symbol will transfer in here. So you're gonna have eyes in that second body, and you're gonna have eyes in this third body, and we don't want that. So that's why you duplicate the symbol earlier. And so you have like a contained image into one single symbol. So now we're going inside this head symbol and we're gonna make another layer. And we're going to zoom in. So we're gonna use another oval tool. And this time I don't want a perfect circle. I want an oval because as the eyes have a little bit of shape. I mean, you can have a circle eyes, but I like it to have a more shape. Okay, and I'm gonna copy and duplicate, and then Control C, Control V to create another one, and then I'll put another one here. And if you can see the line there on the top, that line will help you to align your shape on the same alignment as the one on the left. So that's a really good one. So you don't need a ruler for this. Okay. And next thing we want is to create a pupil, and we want the color to be, let's just use black, and we don't want that same color. So what we want to do is we're gonna go to the color again. If you can't find your color, you can either find it here, fill color, or if you want to see this color, if you can't find it, so you go to window, go to window, and then color, and it will pop up somewhere on your windows here. So color, I want to have black. Okay, and I don't want the alpha to be 15%, so I want to have it 100% black. Well, maybe not entirely black, maybe that, just a little bit. Just a tip. If you design, you don't want to have a full white or a full black in your design. It's just pretty, it's definitely avoid that if you can. I think that's still a little bit too dark. Okay, now we're gonna drag it. There you go. You have a, oh. You don't want that. I'm undoing that right now because I don't want to create it on top of this shape. So what I want to do is I want to create a new layer, and that's where I'm going to put the pupil oval. As you can see, like when you create a shape, it's always going to have a shape colors and the line colors on top of it. For these purposes, I don't want to have any lines, so I'm going to click the line and delete the line. Now I'm going to have another one, so I'm going to Command C, Command B. Perfect. Now, usually when you create a pupil, or you have some kind of a highlight in here, so I want to have some kind of a white highlight. So again, this is just tips, I guess, for creating eyes. And the same thing here, you want to create another one here. Perfect. All right. So again, like if possible, you want to name your layer so you know which layer it is, but because just to save time for this tutorial, I'll just go ahead. But good practice is always to name your layers. All right, go next layers. layer, not layers. Go to next layer and we'll make the nose for it. So this is a little bit tricky. So this is the way I'm doing it. Is again with oval. And I want to have orange color of the nose. Alright. So now if I make just a circle here, looks okay, but I don't know, there's some, it's just, I mean, it's from a front view, so, but in this case, we want to cheat it a little bit. That means you want to create another one. So or I can just copy and paste the same circle. Okay, and then put it slightly off to the right or to the left, whichever you like. Like put it just slightly to the right, and then I reduce that by free transform, so you can see that. And then I'm gonna make another copy and paste, and I'll do the same thing slightly to the right here, and then reduce it even more. There. Now you have the nose. Now what we can do is just to create a mouth. The mouth is easy. We can do the line tool on the left side here, and click and drag that, and you want to go to the middle of it and then drag down. You don't need to select it, you just want to put your cursor in the middle and then drag it down. Okay. Good smile. All right, so the line's still a bit thin. So what we can do is you want to thicken the line. Now, this is why I had at the beginning of this tutorial, I like to have the properties, because this is where you can change if you click on the line, the property of that line will be shown in this property tab. So as you can see, the stroke size here is 1 at the moment, so we want to drag that. As you can see, it's changing size, so maybe 10 will be good. And the stroke color, you can change it here, or you can go here, same color, and then you click in here instead of the fill color, stroke color. Click on it, and let's see, but don't want that color. Okay, and there you go. And you have your snowman.